The lights of Medical Station 7 glowed dim blue during night shift. Most of the crew slept while the station orbited quietly around Proxima Centauri b. The only sounds came from the soft beeps of machines and the quiet footsteps of Nurse Mina. Mina walked through the empty halls of the xenobiology ward. Her dark hair was tied back in a simple ponytail, and her white uniform was clean except for small spots of blue alien blood on her sleeve. She had just finished a long surgery on a trader from the Centauri colonies. Night shift again, she said to herself. Mina didn't mind. The quiet gave her time to think. Her comm unit buzzed suddenly. The voice of Station Commander Du sounded urgent. Nurse Kang, report to Emergency Bay 3 now. We have an incoming unknown. Mina ran. When the commander said unknown, it meant a new alien species. Her heart beat faster. This was why she had left Earth, to meet new life forms, to help them. The emergency bay doors slid open. Inside, a team of doctors and security guards stood around a large metal container. Dr. Tay, the head doctor, looked worried. Mina, good. We need your help, Dr. Tay said. A damaged ship was found drifting near the outer beacon. This was the only survivor. Commander Du added, the ship design is not in our records. This is first contact with a new species. The security, Chief Han kept his hand on his weapon. Be careful, we don't know if it's friendly. Mina moved closer to the container. Through a small window, she could see something moving inside. Something big. It's badly hurt, Dr. Tay explained. We tried to help, but it attacked the med team. 2 injuries, not serious. Let me see, Mina said. Security Chief Han frowned. Too dangerous. It has teeth like knives. I'll be careful, Mina promised. The container door opened slowly. Inside, pressed against the far wall, was a creature unlike any Mina had seen before. It was the size of a large earth wolf, but with 6 strong legs ending in clawed paws. Its body was covered in thick dark blue fur with white markings. A row of spikes ran down its back. But it was the head that made everyone step back. The creature had a wide mouth filled with double rows of sharp teeth. 3 yellow eyes stared at them with clear intelligence and fear. Blood, dark purple, flowed from wounds on its side and leg. The creature growled, a sound that made the security team raise their weapons. Wait, Mina said. It's scared. Dr. Tay tried to step forward with a medical scanner. The creature lunged, snapping its huge jaws. Dr. Tay jumped back just in time. See? It won't let us help, Commander Du said. We might need to sedate it. Mina looked at her hands. They were still stained with blood from her last surgery. She hadn't had time to wash them. Let me try, she said. Mina. No. Dr. Tay began. But Mina was already moving slowly toward the container. The creature watched her, all 3 eyes fixed, on her face. It growled again, but softer. It's okay, Mina said in a gentle voice. We want to help you. The creature's nose twitched. It was smelling something. Its eyes moved to Mina's hands. Her bloody hands. Everyone held their breath as Mina extended her hand palm up toward the creature. For a long moment, nobody moved. Then slowly the creature stretched its large head forward. It sniffed Mina's hands carefully. The growling stopped. It's responding to the blood, Dr. Tay whispered. The creature looked up at Mina. Then, to everyone's shock, it moved forward and pressed its head against her hand. Incredible, Commander Du said. It trusts you. Security Chief Han shook his head in disbelief. They'll call that thing Dogfang for sure. But Mina saw beyond the teeth and claws. In those 3 yellow eyes, she saw pain, intelligence, and something else. A warrior's respect. Hello, she said softly. Let's get you fixed up. And for the first time, the creature made a different sound. Not a growl, but a soft rumble. Almost like a purr. 3 days passed since the alien arrived on Medical Station 7. The creature stayed in a special room in the xenobiology ward. The room had been made bigger and filled with soft bedding. A force field door kept the alien inside but let people see in. Dr. Tay stood at the door. watching the creature. It lay on the floor, its 6 legs tucked under its body. Its 3 yellow eyes never left Mina, who sat inside the room on a small chair. "Any progress?" Dr. Tay asked. Mina shook her head. "Not much. It lets me check its wounds, but that's all." The creature's injuries were healing well. Mina had treated the deep cuts with medicine that worked on most carbon-based life forms, but the alien still would not let anyone else come near. "The station council is meeting today," Dr. Tay said. "They want to know what we've learned." Mina sighed. "Tell them we know it's smart. It watches everything. It understands some of what we say, but it won't talk." Dr. Tay nodded and left. Mina turned back to the alien, which people now called Dogfang because of its many sharp teeth. "You understand me?" Mina asked for the 100th time. "We want to help you." Dogfang tilted its large head but made no sound. Later that day, Mina sat in the big meeting room with the station leaders. Commander Do led the meeting. Security Chief Han and Dr. Tay were there too, so were scientists and other important people. "What have we learned about the alien?" Commander Do asked. Dr. Tay showed pictures on the big screen. "It has a strong body with 6 limbs. Its teeth suggest it eats meat. Its brain is large, showing high intelligence." "Does it speak?" asked a scientist. "No," Dr. Tay said. "Our translators can't pick up any language." Security Chief Han spoke next. "I think it's dangerous. It attacked 2 medical workers. It could be a scout for others. But it hasn't hurt Nurse Kang," Commander Do pointed out. All eyes turned to Mina. "Nurse Kang, why does it trust only you?" Commander Do asked. Mina thought carefully before answering. "At first I thought it was the blood on my hands from surgery. But now I think it's more than that." She showed her own pictures. "See how it smells everything? Its nose is very strong. I think it can smell chemicals that show emotions or actions." "Like pheromones?" a scientist asked. "Yes," Mina said. "I think it smelled the surgery chemicals on me. In its culture, maybe having blood on your hands means you're a healer or maybe a warrior." Security Chief Han frowned. "Or it means you've killed. Maybe it thinks you're dangerous like it is." "I don't think so," Mina argued. "It's been gentle with me." "Regardless," Han said, "we should move it to the military research center on Mars. It's too risky to keep it here." "No," Mina said quickly. "That would be a mistake. We're making progress." "What progress?" Han asked. "It's been 3 days. Yesterday it made a new sound," Mina said. "Not a growl, more like trying to copy our speech." Dr. Tay looked surprised. "You didn't report this." "It just happened," Mina explained. "And this morning I found something else." She showed a scan of the alien's head. "There's a small metal object here, behind its ear. I think it might be a translator, but it's damaged." The room went quiet. "You think it can speak our language?" Commander Do asked. "Maybe," Mina said. "If I can fix the translator." "Too risky," Han insisted. "We need to send it away." Commander Do thought for a moment. "We'll compromise. Nurse Kang has 1 week to establish communication. If she can't, we send the alien to Mars." As the meeting ended, Mina hurried back to the xenobiology ward. Dogfang lifted its head when she entered. "We don't have much time," Mina told it. "Please try to talk to me." Dogfang stared at her with its 3 intelligent eyes. Then it made a new sound, a rumbling noise that almost sounded like words. Mina worked late into the night. The small lab next to Dogfang's room was filled with tools and medical devices. On the table lay a tiny metal object the size of a fingernail. This was the translator she had found behind Dogfang's ear. "It's damaged," Mina said to herself as she looked at it through a magnifier. "But maybe I can fix it." She had spent 3 days treating Dogfang's physical wounds. The deep cuts on the alien's side were healing well. The broken leg was mending faster than Mina expected. But time was running out. Commander Do had given her only 1 week to make Dogfang talk. A soft sound made Mina turn around. Dogfang stood at the door of the lab, watching her with all three yellow eyes. "You should be resting," Mina said. Dogfang tilted its head and walked closer. It moved better now, its 6 legs working smoothly. It came to the table and looked at the small translator. "Is this yours?" Mina asked, holding up the device. "Can you show me how it works?" Dogfang made a low rumbling noise but didn't try to speak. The next morning, Dr. Tay came to check on their progress. "Any luck with the translator?" he asked. Mina shook her head. "Not yet. The circuits are very small and strange. Like nothing I've seen before. Security Chief Han is pushing hard to move Dogfang to Mars," Dr. Tay warned. "He's afraid." "Afraid of what?" Mina asked. "Dogfang is hurt and alone. Han thinks there might be more aliens like Dogfang out there," Dr. Tay explained, "and they might not be friendly." After Dr. Tay left, Mina went back to work on the translator. Hours passed. Her eyes grew tired from looking at the tiny parts. "I need a break," she said, standing up to stretch. Dogfang watched her closely. The alien had stayed by her side all day, quiet and patient. "I wish you could tell me what happened to you," Mina said. "Where you came from, why you were hurt." She looked at Dogfang's wounds again. The cuts were not random. They formed patterns, almost like someone had cut Dogfang on purpose. That night, while the station SE, "We need to tell Commander Du right away," Mina said, her heart beating fast. Dogfang made a low growl. The translator crackled again. "Not trust many." Mina knelt down to look directly into Dogfang's 3 yellow eyes. "You can trust Commander Do and Dr. Tay. They want to help you." Dogfang seemed unsure. The alien paced around the room on its 6 legs. "Who is following you?" Mina asked. "Who are the hunters?" The translator hummed as Dogfang spoke. Vaktari. Hunt all thinking beings. For sport. For slaves." Mina felt cold fear in her chest. "They hunt intelligent species like humans, like you?" "Yes," came the rough voice through the translator. "I am Rahi, not Dogfang. I am scout for my people. Kanuri." "Rahi," Mina repeated. "That's your real name, and your people are the Kanuri." Dogfang, no, Rahi, nodded again. The next morning, Mina called an emergency meeting. Commander, Du, Dr. Tay, and Security Chief Han gathered in the conference room. Rahi stood next to Mina, still looking dangerous with her sharp teeth and spikes, but calm. "The translator works," Mina announced, "and we have a serious problem." She explained what Rahi had told her, about the Vaktari hunters who followed intelligent species across space to hunt them or make them slaves. "This could be a trick," Security Chief Han said, eyeing Rahi with suspicion. "It's not," Mina insisted. "Rahi risked her life to warn us. She's a scout for her people, the Kanuri." Commander Du looked troubled. "If this is true, we should warn Earth right away." "Maybe it's not true," Officer Doyen said. He worked with the military and had just joined the station 2 days ago. "Maybe this alien is lying to gain our trust." Dr. Tay shook his head. "Why would she do that? And how did she get those wounds?" Rahi spoke through the translator, her voice stronger now that the device was working better. "Vaktari cut me. Study. Pain. Escaped their ship. I believe her," Mina said firmly. "I need proof," Commander Du said. "We can't alarm Earth without evidence." Rahi's 3 eyes blinked in sequence. "Ship has data. My ship." "Her ship was heavily damaged," Dr. Tay reminded them. "But maybe the computers still work." Security Chief Han stood up. "I'll check the wreckage myself." After the meeting, Mina took Rahi back to the medical ward. The alien seemed tired, her large body moving slowly. "Are you okay?" Mina asked. "Talking. Hard," Rahi said. "Translator, still broken." Mina nodded. "Rest now. I'll keep working on fixing it completely." While Rahi slept, Mina went to her small quarters and packed a bag with medical supplies. If the Vaktari were coming, they would need medicine for injuries. Later that day, Security Chief Han returned from examining Rahi's ship. His face was grim when he entered Commander Do's office where Mina and Dr. Tay were waiting. "Well?" Commander Do asked. Han placed a small device on the table. "I found this in the ship's computer. It's a star map showing the Vaktari fleet's path." He looked at Mina. The alien was telling the truth. There are 7 Vaktari ships heading straight for this station. "How long do we have?" Dr. Tai asked. 3 days, Han said. "Maybe less." Commander Do immediately activated the emergency system, send a warning to Earth, and prepare all defensive measures. Mina rushed back to Rahi with the news. The alien was awake, watching the door as if expecting her. "They know," Mina said. "We're preparing." Rahi stood up, her powerful body tense. "Not enough time. Vaktari. Very strong. We'll fight them," Mina promised. Rahi's sharp teeth showed in what might have been a smile. "You, blood hands, fighter, and healer, like Kanuri." The station buzzed with activity. People ran through hallways carrying supplies and weapons. Commander Do had ordered everyone to prepare for the coming attack. Medical Station 7 was not built for war, but they would fight to protect themselves. Mina helped Dr. Tay organize the medical bay. They needed to be ready for many injuries. "Do you think Earth will send help in time?" Mina asked. Dr. Tay shook his head. "The nearest military ship is 5 days away. We're on our own." Security Chief Han entered the medical bay. His face looked tired. "How are our defenses?" Dr. Tay asked. "Not good," Han admitted. "We have 10 security officers and some basic weapons. The station shields were designed for space rocks, not warships." Rahi stood in the corner, watching them. Her translator was working better now after Mina had fixed it more. The alien's 3 yellow eyes blinked in sequence. "I can help," Rahi said, her voice still rough through the translator. Han looked suspicious. "How?" "My things from ship have weapons." Han frowned. "We checked your ship. There were no weapons." "Hidden," Rahi explained. "For Kanuri only to find." Commander Do had joined them and heard Rahi's words. "Why would you hide weapons from us?" Rahi's large head turned to face the commander. "Kanuri rule. Trust must be earned. In blood." "What does that mean?" Dr. Tay asked. Mina stepped forward. "I think I understand. In Kanuri culture, trust comes from proving yourself. Through blood, either fighting or healing." Rahi nodded. "Yes, Mina understands. Blood on hands first day. Helped heal wounds. Trusted. Commander." Do thought for a moment. "And have we earned enough trust for you to share your weapons with us now?" "Yes," Rahi said. "You believe my warning. Prepare to fight. Blood will come. We face danger together." Han still looked doubtful. "How do we know your weapons will help us? The Vaktari ships are much stronger than this station." "Kanuri fight Vaktari for many years," Rahi explained. "Know their weakness." Commander Do nodded. "Take a team to Rahi's ship. Find these hidden weapons." 2 hours later, Han returned with his security team. They carried several metal cases. Rahi led them to the main control room where they opened the cases. Inside were strange devices Mina had never seen before. They looked like silver discs with blue lights. "Shield boosters," Rahi explained. "Make your shields stronger. And these." She pointed to smaller devices that looked like wristbands. "Weapons. Energy pulse. Hurt Vaktari." "Why are you helping us?" Officer Doyen asked, still suspicious. "You could have kept these for yourself." Rahi turned all 3 eyes to him. "Alone, I die. Together, maybe live. Vaktari hunt all thinking beings. Humans and Kanuri must fight together." Mina watched as Han and his team began installing the shield boosters around the station. In just a few hours, the station's defense strength had doubled. "Station sensors detect ships approaching," the computer announced suddenly. 7 unknown vessels, weapons active. Everyone froze. The Vaktari had arrived sooner than expected. Commander Du moved quickly to the main control panel. All personnel to emergency stations. This is not a drill. Rahi stood tall on her 6 legs. She looked at Mina. You fight? Mina had never fought before. She was a nurse, trained to heal, not harm. But she thought of the Vaktari who hunted other species for sport, who had tortured Rahi. Yes, she said firmly. I will fight. Rahi made a sound that might have been a laugh. Good. You wear this. She handed Mina one of the wristband weapons. Now you have blood on hands for healing and for fighting. True Kanuri way. The station, lights dimmed as power shifted to the shields. Through the main window, Mina could see the approaching Vaktari ships. They were black and sharp, like hunting knives moving through space. The first shots hit the station shields, making the whole structure shake. The station rocked with each hit from the Vaktari ships. The enhanced shields held, glowing blue when struck, but they would not last forever. Shields at 80%, the computer announced. Commander Du stood at the main control panel, her face calm despite the danger. Return fire with all station. Weapons, small defense guns fired from the station. The energy beams looked weak compared to the Vaktari weapons. Our shots barely scratched their shields, Security Chief Han reported. Rahi stepped forward. Vaktari ships have weak spot, bottom rear section, near engines. Han nodded and adjusted the targeting. The next shots hit the spot Rahi had pointed out. One of the Vaktari ships pulled back, damaged. It worked, Mina said, but then a bright flash lit up the control room. A section of the station had been hit badly. Breach in Section 4, the computer warned. Emergency doors activated. Dr. Tay grabbed his medical bag. There are people in that section. We need to help them, Mina said, already moving toward the door. Rahi followed her. I come too. They ran through the shaking station. Other crew members ran past them, some injured, others helping their friends. When they reached Section 4, they found the emergency doors sealed. 5 people trapped inside, Dr. Tay said, checking the life sign monitor. Officer Doyen arrived with 2 security guards. We're going in to get them out. Rahi stepped forward. Vaktari may be inside already. They send small ships with fighters. How do you know? Doyen asked. Vaktari tactics. Create breach. Send hunters through. As if to prove Rahi right, the emergency door suddenly sparked and began to open. Something was cutting through from the other side. Take cover, Han shouted. They ducked behind equipment just as the door fell open. 3 tall figures stood in the opening. They wore black armor with glowing red lines. Their helmets had no eye. Holes, just smooth black surfaces. Each carried a weapon that looked like a long, thin spear. Vaktari hunters, Rahi growled. The Vaktari spotted them and raised their weapons. Energy blasts hit the wall near Mina's head. Officer Doyun and his guards fired back, but their shots bounced off the Vaktari armor. Aim for joints in armor, Rai. Back in the medical bay, Mina treated the injured crew members. 5 people had broken bones. 3 had burns. 1 was badly hurt and needed surgery. Dr. Tay worked quickly to save her. Mina also cleaned and bandaged Rahi's wound. The cut was not deep, but it bled dark purple blood. How are the station's defenses? Mina asked Security Chief Han when he came to check on his injured team. Not good, Han admitted. The Vaktari have stopped firing for now, but our shields are down to 30%. They're probably regrouping for another attack. Commander Du called an emergency meeting in the medical bay since many of the leaders were injured and couldn't go to the conference room. Earth has received our distress call, Commander Du announced, but help won't arrive for 4 more days. We won't last 4 more hours if the Vaktari attack again with full force, Officer Doyen said. His arm was in a sling where a piece of metal had cut him. Everyone looked worried. The room was quiet except for the beeping of medical machines. Then Mina spoke up. Maybe we can't fight them directly, but we might be able to drive them away. All eyes turned to her. What do you mean? Commander Do asked. Mina pointed to the 2 dead Vaktari hunters that had been brought to the medical bay for study. I've been examining their bodies. They have interesting features. She showed them the Vaktari's head. See these organs near? Their ears? I think they're for sensing heat and movement. And these glands here seem to produce strong chemicals like very powerful smell sensors. Dr. Tay looked closely. You think their senses are more sensitive than ours? Much more, Mina said. That's probably why they're such good hunters. But what if we could use that against them? Rahi moved closer, her 3 eyes focused on the dead Vaktari. Yes, Vaktari sense too much. Could hurt them. Exactly, Mina continued. In our medical lab, we have chemicals that cause strong reactions in human senses. Things that make our eyes water or our skin burn. If the Vaktari are more sensitive than us, those chemicals might completely overwhelm them. Dr. Tay finished her thought. Brilliant, Nurse Kang. Security Chief Han nodded slowly. We could release these chemicals into sections where the Vaktari have boarded, maybe even find a way to deliver them to their ships. It won't kill them, Mina warned, but it might drive them away long enough for help to arrive. Commander Du stood up. Let's do it, Mina. You and Dr. Tay work on creating this chemical weapon. Security Chief Han, prepare a delivery system. Officer Doyen, keep the remaining defenses ready in case this doesn't work. Everyone moved quickly to do their jobs. In the lab, Mina and Dr. Tay mixed chemicals and tested them. This combination should affect their heat sensors, Dr. Tay said, holding up a blue liquid. And this one should overload their smell receptors, Mina added, showing a yellow powder. Rahi watched them work, sometimes suggesting changes based on what she knew about Vaktari biology. Vaktari pride in hunting, Rahi explained. If cannot, sense prey become angry confused. Han arrived with a report. We can use the air system to spread the chemicals through the station, and I've modified some small drones to deliver them to the Vaktari ships. How much time do we have? Mina asked. As if to answer her question, the station shook violently. Red emergency lights began flashing. Multiple breaches detected, the computer announced. Sections 2, 5, and 8 compromised. Vaktari boarding parties detected. They're coming from all sides now, Han said grimly. Mina looked at the chemicals they had prepared. We need more time. Rahi stood up tall on her 6 legs. I will give you time. She picked up one of the wristband weapons. We'll hold them back. Not alone, Mina said, grabbing her own weapon. I'm coming with you. Dr. Tay looked worried. Mina, you're not a soldier. Neither was I, Rahi said. Until Vaktari came to my world. Now all Kanuri are warriors. Mina nodded. I'll learn fast. The halls of Section 5 were filled with smoke and broken lights. Mina and Rahi moved carefully, stopping to listen for sounds of the Vaktari boarding parties. Dr. Tay needs 20 more minutes to finish the chemical weapon, Mina whispered. We just need to slow the Vaktari down. Rahi's 3 yellow eyes glowed in the dim light. Stay behind me. Vaktari kill quick. They heard heavy footsteps ahead. Rahi pulled Mina into a small storage room just before 4 Vaktari hunters walked past. Their black armor seemed to eat the light around them. They're heading toward the medical bay, Mina said with worry. Rahi touched her wristband weapon. Must stop them. How? There are 4 of them, and only 2 of us. Rahi's teeth showed in what Mina now knew was a smile. Kanuri never hunt alone. Need pack. Need family. She reached inside a pouch on her body and pulled out a small vial of purple liquid. Her own blood, Mina realized. Blood ritual, Rahi explained. Make us family. Fight as one. What do we do? Mina asked. Rahi opened the vial and dipped one claw into her blood. Give hand. Mina held out her palm. Rahi drew a simple line across, it with her blood-covered claw. Now you, Rahi said, holding out her own large paw. Mina took a small medical blade from her pocket and pricked her finger. She drew a red line of human blood across Rahi's paw. Blood sisters, Rahi said. Now share. Strength. Mina didn't know if it was just in her mind, but she suddenly felt stronger, more focused. She could even smell better, picking up the scent of the Vaktari hunters down the hall. "I can smell them," she said with surprise. "Yes, blood bond. Share, some Kanuri senses. Temporary. Help us fight." Mina nodded. "Let's go." They followed the Vaktari hunters silently. When the aliens reached a junction in the hallway, Rahi gave Mina a signal. Mina fired her wristband weapon at the last Vaktari in line, hitting its knee joint perfectly. As it fell, Rahi leaped onto its back, her teeth finding the neck joint. In the armor, the other 3 Vaktari turned, raising their weapons. Mina ducked behind a wall as energy beams hit where she had been standing. "Circle around," Rahi called to her. "Attack from other side." Mina ran through a side passage, her heart pounding. The blood bond with Rahi had given her not just better senses but a kind of battle instinct. She knew exactly where to go. She came out behind the Vaktari and fired her weapon twice. One shot missed, but the other hit a hunter in the back of its helmet. It stumbled forward right into Rahi's path. Rahi had finished the first hunter and now tackled the second. Her 6 legs and powerful jaws made her a terrifying fighter. The 2 remaining Vaktari backed away, then turned to run. But they found themselves facing Security Chief Han and 3 guards who had heard the fighting. "Now!" Han shouted, and they all fired at once. The last Vaktari fell. The hall went quiet except for everyone's heavy breathing. "Are you hurt?" Han asked, looking at Mina with surprise. He clearly hadn't expected to find her in the middle of combat. "I'm fine," Mina said, "but we need to get to Dr. Tay. More Vaktari will be coming." Han nodded. "We've seen at least 10 more in other sections. They're trying to reach the main control room." Rahi came to stand beside Mina. Purple blood dripped from a cut on her face, but she looked strong. "Blood sisters fight well," she said to Mina. Han looked confused. "Blood what?" "I'll explain later," Mina said. "Right now we need to get to the lab and help Dr. Tay." As they moved through the station, Rahi spoke quietly to Mina. "My people not always warriors. Before Vaktari came, Kanuri were builders, healers, thinkers. Like humans," Mina said. "Yes, but Vaktari made us fighters to survive." Mina thought about how quickly she had adapted to fighting today, how natural it had felt once she had no choice. "I understand," she said. "Sometimes you have to become what you need to be." They reached the lab just as Dr. Tay was finishing the chemical weapon. His eyes widened when he saw them covered in Vaktari and their own blood. "It's ready," he said. "We can deploy it through the air systems now." "Everyone put these on," Dr. Tay said, handing out small breathing masks. "These will protect us from the chemical." Mina helped Rahi adjust a special mask that would fit over her large head. The station shook again as more Vaktari weapons hit the shields. "Shields at 15%, the computer announced. "Failure expected in 10 minutes. Commander Du's voice came over the station speakers. "All personnel, secure breathing masks now. Chemical deployment in 2 minutes." Security Chief Han looked at the screens showing different parts of the station. "At least 20 Vaktari are inside now. More trying to get in." "The chemical will affect all of them at once," Dr. Tay assured them. Mina checked the small drones that would carry the chemical to the Vaktari ships. "These are ready." Officer Doyen arrived with news. "Earth Defense Fleet has increased speed. They'll be here in 2 days, not 4. "We only need to hold out for 2 days," Commander Do said. "We can do this." Everyone took their positions. Mina stayed with Rahi near the lab. Their job was to protect the chemical supply in case the main deployment failed. "All personnel report. Masked status," Commander Do ordered. One by one, each section of the station reported that all humans were protected. "Deploy chemical now," Commander Do ordered. Dr. Tay pressed a button. The chemical mixture entered the station's air system. At the same time, Han launched the drones toward the Vaktari ships. For a moment, nothing happened. Then they heard it. Strange, high-pitched sounds coming from all directions. The Vaktari were screaming. On the security screens, they watched the invaders.